A lot of companies have been allowing their employees to work remotely for quite some time now. It's the current climate with flexible work schedules. I mean, some companies are allowing 2 days in the office and the rest remote. Some are completely remote. And as for others, some just can't go remote at all, which is okay. But the question we need to ask ourselves today is, should companies be allowing people to work remotely and flexibly? Let's talk about that. First off, to get a better understanding of what we're talking about, what is flexible working or working remote? Well, this is something that's come up in the past decade, but really has hit home in 2020 more than ever. It includes working from home or even as simple as a flexible start and finish times. This includes part-time, job sharing, leaving early, starting later, and even phased retirement. Okay, now that we have an understanding of what working flexibly or remotely means, about 90% of people actually enjoy working remotely compared to a standard 9-to-5 job because of the work-life balance it gives them. Now, this includes increased productivity, increased focus, and reduced stress, all of which lead to happy people. And happy employees tend to lead to a good business. That's not the only thing though. Follow me. This allows people to fit work in around their personal commitments. Maybe an elderly person needs to get their laundry done. Maybe a kid needs to be picked up from school. You never know what comes up, especially as families get older. That's where flexible work comes in. This tends to be a great benefit and tends to help out with a work-life balance. Now, if you are looking for work on exciting projects with the latest technology stack and meeting new and interesting people along the way, check out CreativeTeam. We have plenty of opportunities coming our way, so maybe one will fit your lifestyle. And it doesn't stop there. This also includes employers as well. As they say, happy workers tend to equal more productive workers. This in turn leads to company growth and a more nurturing company culture, which is good for everybody. Now, if right out of the gate when you're looking for people for a job and you note out that you have flexible working hours, you're more than likely going to see a higher amount of potential candidates. And that's good. Now, if you're an employer looking for someone to work on an exciting project, head on over to CreativeTeam.io and see how we can help you find the right fit for your project, whether it be corporate branding, marketing, or technology. We're here to help you, but that's not all. Now that's all good and dandy, but what happens if you're a customer-facing business? Things don't always work out in terms of flexibility, and that's okay. Some companies just can't do it. Now, if you do it and it hurts your morale and your teamwork and just the office experience, you can mitigate that by getting together with everyone and having socials. Or even if it's just a Zoom meeting, that's good too. Anything to keep that teamwork and that office mentality together, even on the small end, is good for your business. Now, we always have those people, whether they micromanage or whether they take advantage of the flexibility. These two people are always there. And running a business is like running a Jenga tower. If the bottom starts to take advantage of you, bad things can happen. Now, it's a good idea to look out for these two particular people, but they're few and far between. It'll happen. As long as you nip it at the bud before it gets too bad, then you're good to go. You'll be fine. I mean, working flexibly isn't for everybody, and this can happen to your company if it does, but it doesn't always happen. Microsoft hasn't fallen at all since they've gone completely remote. So, it's workable. It just depends on the company and whether this kind of work suits you as well. So, think about that. And that's why you should take a more active approach when looking for a job that best suits your work-life balance as well as the balance of the company themselves. I mean, what's the worst that they can say if you ask? No. And that's okay. Some companies honestly can't get away with it. And that's fine. But others, with the accessibility of the internet nowadays and with the current work climate, anything is possible. And that's good. Now, to answer the question of should companies be allowing more flexible work schedules, just depends on you and the company, really. And with that, thank you guys for watching. If you thought this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.